as the business owner, we have to focus on how our mindset is around our business so that we are actually attracting the people we really want to engage with.
Welcome to the Be It Till You See It podcast, where we talk about taking messy action, knowing that perfect is boring. I'm Lesley Logan, Pilates instructor and fitness business coach. I've trained thousands of people around the world, and the number one thing I see stopping people from achieving anything is self-doubt. My friends, action brings clarity, and it's the antidote to fear. Each week, my guests will bring bold, executable, intrinsic, and targeted steps that you can use to put yourself first and be it till you see it. It's a practice, not a perfect. Let's get started.
Welcome back to the Be It Till You See It interview recap. My co-host in life, Brad, and I are going to dig into the clarifying convo I had with Hilary Hartling in our last episode. If you haven't yet listened to that interview, feel free to pause this, listen to that one, then come back and listen to this one, or listen to this one, and then go see if you like the same takeaways we liked.
Yeah.
You can do whatever order you want. It's quite fun.
Hilary is amazing.
I just fucking love her.
Yeah. And honestly,
gold. We'll get into it in a second, but just like to stop, press, and go on this moment of this episode, you should go. If you have a business, you have to. Well, if people just want to stop listening, they could go. They just need to know this real quick before they stop listening, which now they probably stop. But if they are still here, you have your own business, you have to work with Hilary at some point. she's just a fucking badass. And she's so humble about it.
Yeah.
100 box office situation. Well, we'll get to that in a second.
70 something.
Yeah.
75. Top box office movie releases, and she basically did the messaging for the marketing team.
Yeah, she's a badass.
Kicking ass.
Today is May 22nd, 2025, and it's Harvey Milk Day. On May 22nd, we honor the life and legacy of Harvey Milk, the first openly gay politician in California and a leader of the American civil rights movement. Time magazine included Harvey Milk on a list titled The 100 Most Important People of the 20th Century. Milk was not only an advocate for the LGBT community, but for all minorities. He believed in safe, strong neighborhoods and supported public education, affordable child care, and equal rights for all. Just right there, we have more to go, but it pisses me off he's fucking dead, because just imagine if he'd lived longer, we probably would have had all those things a lot sooner. But anyway.
And this was 1978.
Mm-hmm, yes.
We are almost 50 years later and still fighting for the same goddamn things.
Sometimes some of us are fighting for the ones we had already. Elected to the position of city supervisor in San Francisco, he held office for 1 year before his life was tragically cut short in 1978 by a political rival who opposed Milk's liberal views. Harvey Milk's contributions to the cause of equality for all people has been recognized in a number of ways, including the issuance of a stamp with his picture on it, the posthumous award of the Medal of Freedom, and the creation of a holiday in his memory. Harvey Milk Day was officially established as a holiday in 2009 when Arnold Schwarzenegger, the then governor of California, signed it into law. Although Milk died, his work continues today through the work of the Harvey Milk Foundation, founded by his nephew Stuart Milk in honor of his uncle. I just want to say, if you actually want to go even deeper on this, there's a great movie, I believe, with Sean Penn. And then if you also want to know more, you should listen to the You're Wrong About episode about the Twinkie defense, because the man who murdered him used the Twinkie defense to not have the death penalty. And so I just want to the
Twinkie defense was basically that processed foods and sugar jacked him up to the point where he committed murder.
Yeah.
That's just a high level summary of it.
And side note, I just listened to an entire podcast where there's a scientist who's actually trying to prove that processed food is changing people's minds, and they're actually discovering not in the way that we think. Anyways, I'm a little upset about it, mostly because I just hate when amazing people are murdered and then other assholes find an assholery way to get away from it. So go learn about Harvey Milk and on this day, and do something in your community that can support those in the LGBTQ, DEI communities, because they need your help. They need people to stand up. People like you. Okay, you guys, we literally just announced summer tour.
Woo!
We just did it. Actually, it was about a week ago. So tickets have been selling really fast.
Super fast.
And here's the deal. Our winter tour, we had several cities sell out in 24 hours and a ton of cities sell out in the first week.
Yep.
So if this is the first time you're hearing about the summer tour,
Lo siento. Get on it.
Yeah. Run, don't walk to opc.me/events and snag a spot. We're doing West Coast. We're also, holy fucking moly, going into Canada. And because of all the shenanigans going on, we are filling out intense paperwork, paying lots of money to get our van and our cute dog across the border so we can teach in 3 cities in Canada.
And ourselves.
And ourselves.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All of the paperwork.
Yes.
All the paperwork.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
So we want to see you. We especially want to see you in Canada. So get your thasses to 1 or 2 Canadian. Maybe come to 2 of them. So opc.me/events. The Mullet Tour is our business in the front, Pilates in the back 2-day event. It is in the UK, and it is at opc.me/UK. We have a Leeds location and an Essex location. By the time we're recording this, Leeds has 4 spots left and Essex is half sold out. So here's the deal. Probably you're looking at Essex only, but just go and look and see. Space is super limited in both, and you don't have to be a Pilates teacher to go. You just need to be a Pilates lover. Especially in Essex, the 2 business and air quotes workshops are actually life workshops. And so they're super, super fun. And then I am hosting an Elevate workout and Q&A really soon. It's going to be this summer. So if you've been hearing about Elevate, you're not really sure, you've looked at it.
What is Elevate? High level.
If you're a teacher, comprehensively trained teacher, and you would like to teach a little bit more like me and have less talking in your words, or if you want to have more confidence, well, you explain it. You're looking at me like I'm making shit up.
I'm super laughing at you. Yes, you would be teaching more like Lesley, but that's not.
You'll still teach like you.
The reality is that Lesley learned from Jay Grimes for about 10 years, more than 10 years. She's passing on everything she learned to you during this program. It's a 9-month program. It is going to cover all the different pieces of equipment and literally hundreds of exercises that Lesley's learned. And also we're going to connect you with some other amazing, epic Pilates people from around the world during this program. Literally, we've had people find their new best friend they never knew they didn't have. So
it's really quite fun.
It's super, super cool. And then after that, you'll be able to call yourself a 3rd-generation teacher. You'll actually understand what to do with anybody that walks through the door. You can stop class planning. You can stop talking as much while you're teaching. I don't know why we pick up these habits along the way. Not that I'm a teacher, but it is the biggest confidence booster. That's the biggest feedback we get, is the amount of confidence that's boosted. So anyway, Elevate is awesome. And literally we've already started filling 2026's group.
2026 is more than half filled.
Yes, literally more than half filled. And there's not going to be that many spots. So join this wait list now. When we do this big event, we're going to do a class. We're all going to hang out. We can answer questions about it. Is it the right thing for you? Is the timing right? All those kinds of things. How does it all work? Everything. Go to lesleylogan.co/elevate waitlist. Elevate waitlist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And next, Brad, what else do we have for them?
Yeah. Hey, if you are making money by teaching Pilates in any way, I want you to come to my free Pilates Income Accelerator. Okay. It's an income accelerator. So it's applicable to anybody who's taking money from clients. Okay. Or getting paid as a teacher and you're eventually hoping to take clients at home or somewhere else or whatever. This program has been incredibly beneficial to, I've been doing similar workshop now for like more than almost a year. And we're going to be covering the 3 biggest secrets that Lesley and I have learned after coaching more than 2,500 people just like you, who are teaching people and getting paid for it. So if you want to accelerate your income with Pilates, go to profit.biz/accelerator. That's profit without the O.biz/accelerator and come join me for free. It's really great. So finally, Les, what are we doing?
Lastly, but not leastly, you need to come to our retreat this summer in Siem Reap. You need to come. crowsnestretreats.com is where you can get the information, but I'm telling you, we have a lot of people like, I'm going to go next one. I'm going to go to the next one. There is never a perfect year to take yourself on an international trip. Everything feels overwhelming. And I promise you, this retreat is the least overwhelming thing you'll ever do, because once you land on that at the airport in Siem Reap, we pick you up.
Yeah.
We have someone who takes care of you. You don't have to worry about anything. The whole trip is planned. We actually make sure you get to see all the things that people want to see, all the things people didn't know they should see, all of the things. It is the most amazing schedule of a retreat ever. And we get to hang out together in this really close-knit group. We're like a family. If you really want to hang out with me in person, the best thing you can do is go on a retreat, because you literally get to hang out with me.
All day or a day.
all day, every day. And we do Pilates and we do breath work and we do a ton of other stuff. So it's kind of amazing.
So we were in Thailand. We were in northern Thailand and we went to Chiang Rai. And when we were there, we did a tour. Now, I am averse to tours. That's not my jam. I prefer to figure it out on my own. I want to walk around the city by myself and just like experience the city and feel it. And the reality is that I was feeling overwhelmed and I knew this vacation was coming and I was really looking forward to the vacation, but I ran out of time to literally learn all the cool potential things that I might want to do in Chiang Rai and then weigh them against each other and check our schedule and map out my own plan, which is what I normally love to do. I love to get my hands dirty.
That's why we do these tours, guys, because he plans every part.
It was so much to try to comprehend with just whatever was happening in my life that we asked around and we found a tour group that we could go with that effectively planned out an entire day. We did like 8 or 10 things. And I'm not gonna lie, it was fucking long, but it was really nice because we had someone who could explain what was actually going on. Then we would stop at the place for an hour and we'd walk around and check it out and come back. And I, for the first time in my life since I was like 18, because that's the last time I did that kind of a thing, I was like, you know what? This was really helpful. You know why? Because I didn't have to plan the damn thing.
Yeah.
So that is exactly what Cambodia is for you. You don't have to plan it
specifically.
Yeah. When you come to the retreat with us, you don't have to plan anything. We literally take care of all of it for you. And I'll tell you right now, we have now done, Lesley and I have led over 21 retreats over the years, not all in Cambodia, but we are really good at what we do now because we've just got so many reps under our belt. We now have mapped out this specific Cambodia retreat in a way that is just, it's like butter. It's amazing. And I'm so proud of it. And I'm telling you, you're going to get there and be like, I felt like I had enough free time. I got a chance to do some adventure stuff. I still felt safe. I ate amazing food. I met cool people. There's something exciting about being in another city, in another country, and all the things. And we really want you to come join us. So do that. Go to crowsnestretreats.com, crowsnestretreats.com. Before we keep going, though, Les, we had an audience question. And this time we're going to switch it. You're going to read the question.
I'm reading it. So this is actually, what we thought to just mix it up for this week. If you hear about agency and you hear about the Lesley bot or Pocket Lesley or whatever we're calling it right now, you might be like, I don't understand what that means because you can't see it.
Agency is Profitable Pilates, y'all. So our coaching group where we coach Pilates business instructors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought it'd be fun. I'm going to keep their name anonymous because that would be the right thing to do. But we had somebody ask the Pocket Lesley. This person also lives in a different country. So when this came in, technically I was like very much asleep. And so this is so fun for me to see because I actually do read what comes through, mostly what's alerted, but also I'll just just like out of quality control and curiosity, I'll go through some of the others and to see if I'm like, yeah, I like that answer. So this person wrote, they're an agency member and they put into the Pocket Lesley, hi, Lesley, how can I get private clients for one-on-one sessions? And Pocket Lesley wrote back right away, by the way, she's so fucking quick and her grammar's better than mine. To attract private clients for one-on-one sessions, the key is to combine clarity in your offerings with proactive outreach. Here's how you can get started. 1, refine your message. Make sure your website and social media clearly communicate who you are as an instructor and the benefits of private sessions with you. Highlight what makes you unique, whether it's your expertise in a specific area like post-rehab Pilates or your ability to tailor sessions to individual goals. If your messaging is too broad, it won't resonate with your ideal clients. And then the Pocket Lesley cited 2 sources in Profitable Pilates that's in the curriculum or elsewhere so that this person could actually go dig into just refining your message. Number 2, leverage current clients. Your existing clients are your best marketers. Ask them to refer friends or family who might benefit from private sessions. You could even offer an incentive, like an intro session for the refer or for the new client. That one also has sources. Number 3, network locally. During your downtime, visit local businesses, introduce yourself. For example, if you teach near a coffee shop or a gym, strike up conversation with people there, share what you do and invite them to try a session. Building relationships in your community can lead to valuable referrals. More sources cited within your Profitable Pilates curriculum and community. Literally, I know you're like, I'm shy. I don't care if you're shy. You are the person who's going to help people. Okay. Number 4, partner with complementary businesses. Think about where your ideal clients spend their time. Partner with businesses like physical therapy clinics, yoga studios, or even golf courses. Offer special promotion for their clients, like an introductory private session. This not only gets your name out, but also positions you as a trusted expert.
Yep.
Also, more sources on that one. Number 5, this is the last one. Optimize your online presence. Ensure you're easily found online. If someone searches for Pilates in your area, your website should be near the top of the results. Simple SEO tweaks can make a big difference. If this feels overwhelming, I can guide you further. It also cites a source, which takes you to a course that's in your curriculum that you have access to as an agency member, which helps you write copy that converts. So, like all of it's
That's
there.
a good
Then
tool.
she goes on to ask her more stuff, and this person was able to continue to have a conversation. But I share that with you because I think it's really like, you're like, I don't know how, like, I don't want to talk to not Lesley. You were literally talking to me. It's just an AI version of me who's been trained on 10 million of my words over 10 years of coaching calls and courses and
webinars.
Oh my God,
blog
so many
posts,
things.
like so much content.
And so what's really
YouTube.
cool is you don't have to wait for my response, because if you wait, then you have to wait for my response. And then you could lose 2 days or 3 days you could have been working on attracting those one-on-one clients. So I hope that was fun to kind of hear what's happening behind the scenes with the Pocket Lesley if you are an agency member. Obviously, we love answering your questions, so you can just send them in, but I wanted to just override that this week.
Yeah, I love that. And if you're wondering what the heck is agency, come to the accelerator that I was talking about, the income accelerator, prfit.biz/accelerator. At the end of that, we talk about what is agency, and then I also answer your questions live. So any question about your business there, we can talk about it. But we can also, dig in a little bit more on what is the Pocket LL and how does it all work. It's really fun. So
you don't have to be tech savvy to use her. It's like texting with a friend.
Yeah.
And that friend just happens to be really smart around your business.
It's true. Stick around. We'll be right back. We're going to dig into this epic conversation that you just had with Hilary Hartling in just a minute. Welcome back, everybody. Let's talk about Hilary Hartling. Hilary is a brand and messaging strategist for mission-driven entrepreneurs who want to captivate the right clients with clarity and confidence. With 15 years of experience at Disney as a marketing executive, Hilary blends big brand insights with soul-aligned strategy to help business owners stand out. Through her signature programs, she helps clients find their voice, embody their purpose, and create a brand that's both impactful and magnetic. And I think she still may hold the record for the most webinars for our coaching group.
I think so.
She might be tied with Monica. 4, 5.
I feel like we've had Hilary one more time than Monica, but I learned from her every single time. Her last one was the best one. She's gold. We've always talked about having an ideal client avatar. You hear that all the time. And she's like, they need to be a real person. And so it's an ideal real person client avatar.
Yeah.
And she teaches so much, and she's really, truly great no matter how big your business is. So one of the things that I love that she said is every brand has an energy to it. Every business owner has an energy, and that is what radiates out. She explained that when you harness your own energy and articulate your most authentic self, that's when you captivate your audience. And she called it a reciprocal energy flow, where what you put out is what you attract back. And this is important. And I have experienced this in my life. The mindset and beliefs you have around your brand reflect in your audience response. So if you are feeling like shit about your business, and then you're wondering when everyone's piling on and making you feel like more shit, it's because that's what you're putting out.
Yeah.
That's what you're putting out there. And so she emphasized that brand energy isn't about features, but how people feel when they engage with your business. So a lot of times we get really excited about the features and all the different things that your business does, but you're not actually talking about how people are going to feel when they engage.
100%. This is the most clear example. Hey, y'all, Pilates class starts at 6, right? That's the messaging. Instead of, hey, when you take a class here, you're going to feel amazing, right? Way different thing. Like Pilates class starts at 6. Do I even want to go? Who are you? What's in it for me? Why? Okay, great. I know Pilates, but that's not compelling enough. Whereas it's like, a place where you'll find Zen, community, and energy, like something like that. When you're painting the picture of what they're going to get, what they're going to feel when they engage with you, it's totally different.
Go from exhausted to on fire, or whatever. But you have to use the words and the feelings that your people want. They might not want to feel like a rock star. They might want to feel zen, or they might not want to feel zen. That word might make him feel tired. So you got to know them a bit. But I just really love that she brought it back to us as a business owner. We have to focus on how our mindset is around our business so that we are actually attracting the people we really want to engage with.
Yeah, I really loved when she was talking about consistency. She said it's one of the pieces that creates the magic for your brand. Consistency is one of the pieces that creates magic for your brand. She explained that not everyone is consistent, and obviously that is your edge. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other, one step at a time. Keep going, keep going, keep going. We've talked about the overnight success thing before, which is obviously hilarious. You're a 10-year overnight success. But how did they do that? They did that because they just maintained. They were consistent. Also, when you're consistent, one of the big pluses is that you stay in front of your audience. You stay at the top of their mind. You're putting out that email, like daily emails are the least unsubscribes, right? Daily, weekly. If you're monthly, that doesn't feel consistent, even though you're just sending one a month. They're going to look at it and be like, who's that person again? I can't remember. When you're top of mind, people immediately think of you. It's one of the ways that you can be, quote unquote, become known, but on your own list, right? You're staying known in their lives wherever they are, as opposed to getting known in your community, which is obviously just as important. It's just that's in real life out and about, where this is like the newsletter examples on your list. But when people are ready to buy, they're going to be like, oh yeah, I wanted to do that Pilates thing. And they're going to be like, oh, well, I've been following such and such Pilates person and I'll just go back and get the most recent email because they know where it is, right? And she said that showing up, you don't need to be like a rocket scientist or like the most prolific Pilates teacher in the world in order to build a business, because when you're consistent, you don't have to be this big flashy speaker, this big person in front of the room all the time to get people's attention. Just by being consistent, you can stay connected to them. So yeah, love that. I thought that was amazing.
Yeah. Everything. If you're literally listening to this and you haven't listened to her, you have to go listen to her, and you have to listen to her other one with us, because it's kind of amazing. They're different and they build on each other, and you'll see exactly how consistent she is in what she believes.
Yep. All right, well, stick around. We'll be right back. We're going to dig into those Be It action items that we got from Hilary in just a minute. All right, welcome back. Let's talk about those Be It action items. What bold, executable, intrinsic, or targeted action items can we take away from your convo with Hilary Hartling? I'm going to jump in first. She echoed Simon Sinek, and she said, people don't buy what you do. They buy why you do it, right? They don't buy what you do. They buy why you do it. So if they are buying why you do it, but you're talking about what you do, you're missing it. You're disconnected from them, right? You need to be talking about why you do it, or why they should be doing it. The why. It's all about the why, right? Your brand needs to express what you believe in, not just what you sell, features, and the features or the process, right? So that's where, when we are sitting down with new people to figure out who am I supposed to be talking to, we start internally first. What is your mission here? What is your vision for your business? What is your mission? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Right? What are your values? How do we figure those things out? And then who are we trying to connect to that's probably going to really resonate with those things? The language that you use when you're out there talking to people is the secret sauce, y'all, in marketing. It's all about the language you use. How do we figure out that language? We got to figure out these other things first. What is your mission, vision, values? Who is it that you're trying to talk to? What are the things that they connect with? How do we take all of that information and then boil that down into we call it an I help statement. It's like an elevator pitch. It's like, how do you concisely say something, but still make it attractive to them? So, it really does start with your why. She talked about the Disney story about marketing the movie called The Rookie. She's like, it's not just a baseball movie, right? Even though clearly it's about baseball. She said, it's actually a story about second chances and never giving up, right? Consistency, tenacity, determination, all those kinds of things. It happens to be surrounded by baseball, but the story is actually about, the success of after being consistent, right? And she said, when you start to identify these things, let's make the parallel. It's not about baseball. It means it's not about the Pilates.
Yeah.
It's not about the Pilates, y'all. It's a story about second chances and never giving up. Their Pilates journey with you could be about carving out time for themselves from their chaotic life, like treating themselves first. It could be about building that strength. It could be about making sure that they can play with their kids or grandkids, if they're aging, or it could be about whatever the story is for them. Maybe they're an avid golfer and they blew out their knee and they need rehab, right? So it's not about the Pilates, y'all. It's about the thing that brought them to do the Pilates.
Yeah.
Obviously, you need to be good at teaching Pilates, but that's not the ultimate point. So,
and if you're not a Pilates instructor, listen to this. It's whatever you do, insert that word there.
Yeah, it could be yoga. It could be rehab, chiro.
You don't even have to be in business to really understand that you yourself are like a brand. If you like to host people over, it's not you have to sell people to come into your dinner. But when you're consistent, it makes it so much easier for you to do the thing that you love, which is like hosting people for dinner.
Yeah.
So it applies to everyone. My biggest takeaway is that she really tied branding back to intuition. So for my woo-woo folks, this part's for you. She said, when you're in your flow, you not only attract what you want, you become a magnet for the best people, opportunities, and growth. Yeah. Her advice is figure out what excites you and follow it. When you wake up excited, you are in your flow. And this is so true because I actually had the worst night's sleep. I slept so hard for 4 hours in the night, dreaming that I need to be up. It was a little, I don't know why. Anyways, but I was so excited for the day that I was having, even though I was like, oh my God, I really need to take a nap and there's no time today. I woke up excited and I started with my day and I did all the things. And here we are talking in the middle of the day, which would be a prime nap time. And it's not going to work out for me, but I am so excited. I'm in flow because I'm doing what my intuition is wanting. I'm doing the things that really call me. She also advised not to wait for perfection because it can't be perfect unless you put it out there to get feedback from your ideal clients. So you will never make anything perfect without it actually going out into the world, getting feedback, you tweaking it, you putting it back out there. It's just how nothing is ever done. It just keeps getting better.
It's the fail faster mentality, right? The reality is that when you wait for it to be ready, quote unquote, or you to be ready, quote unquote, you will never be ready. You'll never be ready, right? And so then what ends up happening is you're preparing for years, but you never pull the trigger, as it were. You never actually take that step to get out there. And the people who take that step when they're not feeling ready are the people that moving forward, right? Otherwise, you're hoping that it's going to happen, but you're not actually doing it, right? So I totally agree. Perfectionism, it is such a roadblock. It's such an obstacle and it holds us back.
Yeah, it's really holding a lot of people back. It's holding people from seeing your authentic self. So thank you, Hilary, for reminding us to go with our intuition and follow our authenticity and go back to what's the feeling. Yeah. You're so amazing. You guys go check her out.
By the way, she has a really awesome meditation situation. Yes. She's got a guided meditation that helps you in 20 minutes start to identify some of the main language that you should be using to support your clients or attract those clients. I think we put the link in the last episode, but we can also put the link in this episode too.
So good.
So go check that out. We love Hilary Hartling. She is amazing.
We almost just named her Hartling. Hilary Hartling. You guys, thank you so much for being here. I'm Lesley Logan.
And I'm Brad Kroll.
I hope this really, truly helps you in the next steps to being it till you see it. So if you have any questions, feedback, anything like that, make sure you send it to us and make sure you share this with a friend who needs to hear it, right? That's how this podcast grows, but also this is how everyone around you becomes better and better and better and makes it more fun to be with your friends. And until next time, be it till you see it.
Bye for now.
That's all I got for this episode of the Be It Till You See It podcast. One thing that would help both myself and future listeners is for you to rate the show and leave a review. And follow or subscribe for free wherever you listen to your podcast. Also, make sure to introduce yourself over at the Be It Pod on Instagram. I would love to know more about you. Share this episode with whoever you think needs to hear it. Help us and others be it till you see it. Have an awesome day.
Be It Till You See It is a production of the Bloom Podcast Network. If you want to leave us a message or a question that we might read on another episode, you can text us at +1 310 905 5534 or send a DM on Instagram at BeItPod.
It's written, filmed, and recorded by your host, Lesley Logan, and me, Brad Kroll.
It is transcribed, produced, and edited by the epic team at Disenyo.co.
Our theme music is by Ali at Apex Production Music, and our branding by designer and artist Gianfranco Cioffi.
Special thanks to Melissa Solomon for creating our visuals.
Also to Angelina Herrico for adding all of our content to our website. And finally, to Meredith Root for keeping us all on point and on time.